let a manufacture stack like that. And if we getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Walker to start the drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And for a right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 2 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And this throw will be intercepted. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect to it for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's got a man complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, LA. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
But in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ken Walker with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21, Chargers 7. Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 2. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Christian Watson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7. Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 36 yards. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 21. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ken Walker on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 21. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Murray. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, and the Chiefs are going to get him. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Green. Murray now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he's going to have a first down here, as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down and 9.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Jones picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A give to Barkley out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. Then if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Murray now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different...
And now here is another interception. Marcus Jones picks it. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, it's Walker. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And some room to maneuver. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Here we go, Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Murray with a 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Murray's got to have this one. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Pass complete on the crossing route. This is Hooper. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Shotgun now for Murray. That's caught at the 1.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Barkley. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Jerry Judy. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember when the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big, and my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Cut, ready? Hey, check that, street. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete, Jefferson the target. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
To Justin Jefferson. It's a game.
From the gun, it's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They throw it out right complete. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Chargers 32. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense.